We've all been there, scrolling through endless self-help content, feeling fired up to transform our lives. We bookmark videos, save quotes, and promise ourselves that this time will be different. Yet weeks later, we're back where we started. What's missing? The answer might surprise you. The truth is, fleeting bursts of inspiration won't build the life you dream of. What you need is something deeper, more reliable. Let me share a story that reveals this hidden truth, one that might just shift everything for you. Meet Alex's struggle. In a quiet neighborhood lived a young woman named Alex. She had ambitions that kept her awake at night, goals she desperately wanted to achieve. Her phone was filled with saved motivational content. She'd listen to speeches while getting ready, telling herself, "Tomorrow I'm waking up at 5 a.m. Tomorrow I'm putting in the work." That promise felt powerful in the moment. She could almost taste the success. But by day 3, the alarm would go off and she'd hit snooze again and again. This cycle of excitement followed by disappointment left Alex feeling defeated. Why couldn't she stick with anything? An unexpected conversation. Then came an ordinary Tuesday when Alex ran into Maya, an old classmate. Maya had this calm energy about her, like someone who had figured something out. She consistently showed up to early morning fitness classes, juggled work and side projects, and somehow never seemed overwhelmed. "Maya, seriously, how?" Alex blurted out over coffee. "How do you keep yourself pumped up every single day?" Maya laughed softly. "I don't," she said simply. "I stopped chasing that pumped-up feeling years ago. I just show up." Alex frowned, confused. "But don't you need that fire to keep going?" "Meet me at the park tomorrow at dawn," she replied with a knowing smile. "There's someone I want you to talk to." The gardener's wisdom. The next morning, Alex found herself in the community garden as the sun painted the sky orange. An elderly woman knelt among rows of vegetables, her weathered hands working the soil with practiced precision. Maya greeted her warmly. "Mrs. Chen, could you share your philosophy with my friend?" Mrs. Chen stood slowly, brushing dirt from her knees, and looked directly at Alex. "You see these tomato plants? I've been tending this garden for 32 years. Rain or shine, tired or energized, sick or healthy, I'm here. Some seasons give me abundance, others barely produce, but I never ask myself if I feel like coming. I just come." Alex shifted uncomfortably. "But surely you love gardening." "Love?" Mrs. Chen chuckled. "Some days, yes. Some days it's just aching knees and stubborn weeds. But this garden feeds 3 families. My feelings don't determine my actions. My commitment does." She gestured toward a young oak tree at the edge of the garden. "That tree teaches the same lesson. When my grandson planted it as a boy, nothing seemed to happen. Year after year, barely any growth. He got discouraged, wanted to pull it up, but we watered it anyway." Mrs. Chen's eyes sparkled. "Then one summer, boom, it shot up taller than my house. You know why it waited so long?" Alex leaned in, captivated. "It was building roots," Mrs. Chen explained. "Deep, unshakable roots. All that invisible work underground created the strength for visible growth above. That's what happens when you stop demanding instant proof and just keep tending your life." The turning point. Something clicked in Alex's mind at that moment. She'd been addicted to the feeling of starting, that intoxicating rush of possibility, but she'd never committed to the unglamorous middle part where real transformation happens. Walking home, Alex made a different kind of decision. Not a dramatic proclamation, but a quiet commitment. She wouldn't wait to feel ready anymore. She created simple systems, laying out workout clothes the night before, blocking steady time in her calendar like important meetings, preparing healthy meals in batches on Sundays. When her alarm rang and every cell in her body screamed for more sleep, she got up anyway. When the work felt boring, she showed up anyway. When friends invited her out on a study night, she politely declined anyway. Days accumulated into weeks, weeks into months. The changes were almost invisible at first, like Mrs. Chen's oak tree building roots. The transformation. A year and a half later, Alex had become unrecognizable, not because of one dramatic moment, but because of hundreds of small, unremarkable choices compounded over time. She'd completed certifications, built a portfolio, and developed habits that once seemed impossible. When curious people asked her secret, Alex would pause and say, "I stopped waiting for the spark. The spark burns out. I chose to build something that lasts, one ordinary day at a time. You don't need to feel extraordinary to do extraordinary things. You just need to show up when you said you would, especially when you don't want to." This is the Inspiriy Tales, where timeless wisdom meets modern life. What resonated most with you in today's story? Share your thoughts below. I read every comment. Until next time, keep showing up. If you enjoyed this story, please take a moment to like it and share it with your friends so the message can reach more hearts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring and meaningful stories like this. Thank you for spending your time with us. We look forward to seeing you again in the next story with new thoughts and valuable lessons. Until then, take care, stay positive, and remain at peace.